Hello. Today we add a new enemy in our game. The enemy begins to chase us when we get too close, and ends the pursuit when we move away. We will add a sound and color effects to the enemy to make it look more threatening. The whole thing will look like this. Let's get started. First we will build the enemy. We have to create a new scene for the enemy. So, click on this plus symbol to create a new scene. Click on Other node, and search for Kinematic Body 2D, and double-click on it. Now double-click on the Kinematic Body 2D node, and rename it to, let's say, enemy_chases_player, or something like that. Next, right-click on Enemy Chases Player, and click on Add Child node. Search for Collision Shape 2D and double-click on it. Now go to Inspector. Here at Shape, click on this little arrow. And select New Rectangle Shape 2D. Next, click again on Enemy Chases Player. Then right-click and click on Add Child node. Now search for Sprite and double-click on it. Go to File System, and paste your image with drag and drop into the texture field. Here. Click on Collision Shape 2D, here, and adjust it to the size of the sprite by clicking on one of these dots and resizing it, like this. Next, click on Enemy Chases Player, then right-click, and again click on Add Child node. Now search for Area 2D, and double-click on it. Now, right-click on Area 2D, and click again on Add Child node. Now search again for Collision Shape 2D, and double-click on it. Go back to Inspector. At Shape click on this arrow. This time select a new Circle Shape 2D. Click on this point, to enlarge your circle, like this. Now we need a script for Enemy Chases Player. First click on Enemy Chases Player, then click on this symbol. At Template choose Empty, and click on Create. Now type this text. Now save your scene by pressing Ctrl and S on your keyboard. Then click Save here. Next we need to set the collisions correctly. Click on Enemy Chases Player, then go to Inspector, and click on Collision here. At Layer, click on these three dots. Here we say that the new enemy is an enemy. So, the check mark is already set at Enemy. That is correct. Go to Mask here. And click on these three dots. Here we say with whom the new enemy should react. I want him to react with the player and the tile, so I put a check mark there. And, at Enemy, I remove the check mark, because it should not react with himself. The collisions, for Enemy Chases Player, are ready. We have to do the same for the Area 2D zone. Click on the Area 2D node, here. Go to Inspector. Click again at Collision. At Layer click on the three dots. Here we must have a check mark at Area 2D and at Enemy. Like this. Go to Mask. And click on the three dots. Check Player and uncheck Enemy. Like this. That's it, we have successfully set the collisions. If you have difficulties with collisions, watch my video, Collision Layer and Mask. There I explain from scratch how collisions work in Godot. Next we need to set a signal. When the player enters the Area 2D zone, the tracking should start. To do this, click on Area 2D, here, and then go to Node, here. Double-click on Body Entered. Then select Enemy Chases Player. And click Connect. We now have this function in our code. Delete pass and type this text. Now the enemy will pursue the player, if he have entered his Area 2D zone. And now we have to tell the enemy, to stop tracking the player as soon as the player leaves the Area 2D zone. Click again on Area 2D, here. And go back to Node, here. Now double-click on Body Exited. And select again Enemy Chases Player. And click on Connect. We have now received again, a new function in our script. Delete pass and type this text. With this text, the enemy will stop to chase. Now let's add the new enemy in Level 2. Click on your Level 2 scene. Then click on Level 2, here. Then click on this symbol. With this we can insert a scene, here in Level 2. Now search for Enemy Chases Player, TSCN. Then click Open. We have now added the new enemy to Level 2. The enemy is located here, at the coordinates x0, y0. Click on the enemy and place it where you want. Like this. Start the program. Okay, that worked. Next, we add a random color change to the enemy. Go to your Enemy Chases Player script, by first clicking here on the scene of Enemy Chases Player. Then click on the script icon here. Now we are back in the Enemy Chases Player script. Now type this ready function. It must be above the physics process function, right here. Then go to the bottom of the script, and type in this function. Call it random underscore color underscore change or something like that. This function creates the color change. Now we have to call this function, here in physics process. Type it right here, in this, if, statement. Finally, type this line, in the function on Area 2D Body Exited, here. This line says, when the enemy is not chasing the player anymore, then the enemy should return to its original color. Go back to the Level 2 scene, here. And start the program. Okay, that works. Here is a short explanation of the script. With the ready function, we determine what color the enemy should have. If you want to change the color of the enemy, you can change the values here. In the physics process function, we call our random color change function, which is located at the very bottom of the script, here. Here, we use the rend function to tell Godot to pick random colors. And with the onArea2D body exited function, here, we say that the enemy should return to its original color after the player has left the Area 2D zone from the enemy. If we would not have this line here, our enemy would have a randomly different color every time after the player left the Area 2D zone. I will demonstrate this briefly by leaving this line out and running the program. As you can see, the enemy gets a different color every time I leave his Area 2D zone. Okay, next we're going to give the enemy a sound. Go to the Enemy Chases Player scene, here, and click on Enemy Chases Player, here. Then right-click, and click on Add Child Node. Search for Audio Stream Player 2D, and double-click on it. Go to File System, and click on your Assets folder. Now go to your desktop, and drag and drop your enemy sound into your Assets folder, like this. Go to File System again, and open your Assets folder, and double-click on your enemy sound. Go to Import. Here, must be a check mark at loop. If not, check the loop box, and click on Re-import. Because, the sound should repeat continuously as long as the enemy is chasing the player. Go back to Scene, here. And click on your Audio Stream Player 2D. Click on Inspector, here. Now, go back to File System, and drag and drop your sound into the Stream field, here. Double-click on Audio Stream Player 2D, and rename it to, let's say, Pursuing_sound. Or something like that. Now, go to your script from Enemy Chases Player, and in the function, on Area 2D body entered, enter this line, here. Now when the player enters the Area 2D zone of the enemy, the sound starts. But, when the player has left the Area 2D zone, the sound should stop. We program that here, in the onArea 2D body exited function. Like this. Let's see if it works. Go back to the level 2 scene, here. And start the program. Okay, everything works properly. When we approach the enemy, the sound starts. And when we move away, the sound stops.